This is Jungle of Khyber on hard. This is actually two quests. We're going to first do the Gateway to Khyber quest, which is a pre-quest, and then Jungle of Khyber. And it's kind of interesting. You can actually use your horse in this quest. It's sort of similar to a wilderness.
As you emerge from the gulch, trollish war drums begin to beat a steady rhythm, spotted by a The Blackheart trolls have made their home in the shadow of these ruined walls. They to remember they possibly be allies of the enemy.
Having these two cleaves with the short timers, pretty short timers are pretty nice.
Ahead, a glowing barrier blocks access to a forbidding cavern. The guttural chant of the Blackheart
Khyber, to where Vale is hiding, is now clear. You can use the cave entrance to descend down.
I'm going to skip the optional paths in this.
Metal and magic
There's really no
from the cavern
good
ahead.
loot. It's mainly
This
just
inevitable is a Marut,
experience, which we do not need. The last thing we need is regular experience. Now in Reaper, some of the things actually boost Reaper XP, and we'll probably do those things to this. You want to run against this door, and if you are running against that door as it opens, you won't take any damage from the trap. And the interesting thing about this quest, the only way to actually get the trap bonus here is to actually get one of two optionals. And this is one of them here. You just bump into him. The other one, I'm not going to worry about it, but you just open that door and there's some trolls. And there may or may not be, the optional may or may not be there. If he's there, then there's going to be a chest that's with a trap next to it. Oops. A lot of swinging and missing there. But I'm skipping all these optionals. On Reaper, I might go for that one because it's so easy. And I'm going to ignore all that stuff up there. It's just, I don't feel like whipping out my bow, and none of it's going to follow us.
Several drow flee ahead of it in terror.
And there's the Marut you could hear. And that's why we have this weapon even though it gives us a negative
You have
level,
caught
this
up with the
weapon will
inevitable. It stares coldly
bypass
at
his
you,
damage reduction.
perhaps calculating
Not
the
because of
threat
the blue
you
shine,
pose
because of
to its
the
mission.
Anarchic. His damage reduction requires chaotic damage, which is pretty unique. It's the only... Maroots are the only enemy that I know of that have that trait. There's not too many breakables in this quest, so on Reaper you want to get them to get the bonus. This is can be a pretty deadly trap if you can't remove it, but we can remove it. And there's an optional name to the left and quest 4 to the right. I'm just going to go to the right and skip the optional. And there'll be some guys that ambush us from behind. Probably about here when we are attacking these guys. Make sure I'm actually on hard. It feels normalish. Yep, hard. So when I ran this item on
You stand
normal,
amidst a scene of
I'd run the
terrible
prisoner
slaughter.
first.
The inevitable has already
And there's
passed
a
this
place
way.
where you need diplomacy to check. So I'd swapped items for that. And then forgot to swap on my death block. And then died to the
You see
red name
signs
beholder.
of ancient
Now, of course, I was
architecture
near a
in the
shrine,
halls
so I was able
of
to run back to it, just kind of barely. It was pretty close.
ruins of an old
But,
civilization.
you know, even on normal, the finger of death from the beholder is pretty effective. There's a name to the right. I'm just going to skip it. He does have a chest, so it's actually, if you're looking for chests, this quest has a lot of chests. But you have to do all the optionals to get it. And if you jump down a hole around that corner, there's a optional, and then there's a bunch of breakables. So if you get those breakables plus those other two that I showed you, that's all you need to get the ransack bonus for this quest. So it's a very easy to get the ransack in this quest just by doing that. So on Reaper, we may actually run and do that room just to get the ransack bonus, which boosts our Reaper XP. Alright, so Beholder, so I'm not going to bother buffing. Especially since we're melee, he'll get kind of a free shot at us. We have 9 charges of Remove Disease, which also restores. Does a greater restore. Restores all our negative levels and any stat damage. So
marks the outer boundaries of
hopefully that'll be enough. And when we get to the other part, I'll probably use the bow on some.
Section of the caves. In the distance, you hear a strange
Level. I was expecting that. So it's 1.
Or anyone else.
Uh-oh.
Shudder to imagine the bargain that they have struck.
So I could use my death block clicky here, I guess, but they'll probably dispel it. You'll watch it get dispelled. Alright, no named. So there's sometimes a name beholder in there. Oh, don't tell me I didn't keep a bow. Thought I saved one. Did I sell it? I bet I did. I probably forgot to lock it and sold it. So that's going to make it harder. I'm going to go buy that back before that goes off timer. It's a pretty good bow. So let me get this guy first. The other guy's kind of hard to get with this, with the melee, because we have to go up to him. So I'm just going to do as quick as I can and -3 levels, get those levels restored quick. 4 levels. Yeah, the negative levels, they're a problem, but they're not, as long as we keep restoring them, there's not too much of a problem. We only have limited quick clickies, but it's actually really, really nice ability that we get that greater restore with our remove disease clickies. So that's 2 runes, so I just hit Q and try to find the other. There it is. That's a common spot for it. There's actually 2 spots up top here. You climb this sort of like mushroom path to get to it. There's this one, and then there's the other spot is right below it on this mushroom, roughly. If memory serves me, I may be a little off, but it's roughly there.
The clusters of giant mushrooms grow more sparse as you emerge from the beholder's domain.
And there's another optional to the
Ahead,
left here. I'm going to
torrents of
skip it,
water plunge into
but
a
we used to
pool
love
far
to get this
below.
optional because he also
You
has
leap
some
into the
pretty cool
waterfall. There will be no
collectibles.
turning back. A geyser
Let me get my
blasts
death ward,
water into the
clicky.
air nearby. It looks powerful enough to lift a heavy weight.
And my shield. This is the next group should have magic missiles. That caster has magic missiles, and the very first time I ever ran this quest, or tried to run this quest solo on Elite, I got eaten up by the magic missiles because I didn't have a shield. I hadn't yet. I didn't have a shield spell, and I didn't properly value shield clickies as I do now. And so I got all the way past all those beholders, everything, and these casters and their magic missiles got me. Alright. So we'll shrine before the end fight just to get, I lost a lot of spell points from the neg levels, and we'll probably get a bunch more neg levels. Let's see, acrobats. That is tumble. Okay, not too interesting. So I'm going to try to draw them back. It'd be a little easier with the bow, but all I have to do is kind of sneak around the corner. And once you see them talking, it means they've discovered us. And the boulder's a little slow, so if we go back to this room, we'll get a chance to fight things first before we get the boulder, and that's ideal. Usually that's how it always works. This guy comes first, this guy comes second, and the beholder's kind of out in the hallway still. Of course, the fights are a little longer on Reaper, but... Alright, so we're gonna make a level. I'm gonna restore that thing right away. And if I get in trouble...
Ahead, veiled forces have arrayed themselves for a last defense.
There we go. And I don't think I need to shrine. I'm just gonna go to the end fight here.
This great hall is flanked by towering statues from a lost age. Vale chose a dramatic battleground for her last stand against the inevitable.
Gonna get my anarchic weapon. He sometimes does like a big attack, electric attack. I get my electric resist and probably my sonic resist too. There it is. So level
Marut
symbol.
and save
I
the
have
Vaporous
289
from her
hit
doom.
points. When I put that back
Vale
on, I
shouts
get
in
5
triumph.
more only. So it's not, I think I get -5 hit points, -1 to my save, something like that. It's not too bad. Alright, I'm going to recall out and see what the end reward is. I keep waiting for that end reward that's going to have that class portable hold so I can get 20 more inventory spaces, but so far it's eluded me. I'll get one in when we run level 13s and 14s for sure from Giant Hold. But it'd be nice to get another one so that I can basically always be one life ahead and get my bank space before I run Giant Hold. All right, that is Jungle of Khyber on hard, including the prequest.